Guys, good evening, everyone. It's Angelo Christian Financial. Thank you so much for watching our podcast, Real Estate Insider, Where America Goes for Funding. I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Appreciate you guys watching the show and the channel. Tonight we're doing Talk with Angelo every Thursday, set 6 p.m. Central. You can tune in, talk with us, ask your questions, and get everything answered as far as real estate, credit, investments, and lending. And then we do 3 shows a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can tune in and check out all of our shows. And, you know, we're here to educate people, empower them, give them the information, the knowledge, teach them, you know, about lending, about credit. Hey, Jay West, what's up, brother? Thank you so much for watching the show and the channel. So, got a lot of great stuff to talk about tonight. You guys can ask your questions, whatever you want to talk about. I got my stuff I want to talk about if you guys have questions. And you know, it's an open forum to relax, take it easy, just ask questions and learn and better yourself, you know, build your real estate portfolio, make money, learn about investments, learn about lending. I've been actively lending and investing in real estate for the last 2 decades, and it's just the real deal. There's no strings attached. We're not trying to get money off of you. We're just the real thing. You know, we're a business, we're a lender. And you know, that's our thing. So we want to help you guys add value, and that's what we do. So, and it's the real deal. So, so I appreciate all of you guys watching the show and the channel. I'm going to talk about some of the stuff I want to go over tonight, as far as what I'm seeing in the market, what I'm learning. And if you guys have questions, feel free to bring that up too. You guys know I'm a big cigar and whiskey drinker. So tonight I'm smoking a Monte Cristo. This is a 1935 Dumas. So good to see you, Angelo, in chat. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate you for reaching out, man. So anyway, I'm going to be, this is a Habanos Monte Cristo 1935 Dumas. I'm going to be pairing that with, this is with the E.H. Taylor. This is the small batch. This isn't the single barrel. Single barrel is better. But small batch isn't bad either. So I've got a little bit left in there. The E.H. Taylor is a nice, very nice bourbon. So if you guys like bourbon, I'm a big bourbon drinker. And again, if you guys have questions tonight, feel free to ask those questions. That's why we're here, to help you, to educate you and empower you. So, a couple things I want to talk about tonight. Big J. Yes, let's talk about bank statement loans. We're going to talk about bank statement loans tonight. That's actually one of my hot topics that I want to go over. So, bank statement loans are a great product, and they started to emerge about 10 years ago. And really, it's very simple, and we've done a lot of videos on bank statement loans. So, forgive me as I light this up. So it's real simple. Bank statement loans, the way that they're calculating your income to qualify you is just off of your deposits. Now, I know that sounds taboo or different because a lot of lenders use your tax returns or W-2s or pay stubs, but the bank statements are really the real indicative way you can tell of how somebody's living and how they're surviving. So a lot of lenders have come onto this to use your bank statements to qualify you instead of tax returns or W-2s or pay stubs, to get a true indication of what your real income is. So, so those programs are very prevalent, and they've emerged to be a multi-billion-dollar market to get people qualified for primary residence, secondary home investment properties with as little as 10% down. You can go up to, you know, a $3 million home to purchase a property or refinance and use your bank statements to qualify you. So it's a very strong program because you don't need tax returns or W-2s or pay stubs. So it's pretty common sense if you think about it. You're just using the deposits of what you qualify. So for example, if you think about it, if you're depositing $20,000 a month into the bank account, that's what they're using for the basis to qualify you. Okay? Now, your tax return may show that you make $5,000 a year or whatever, but your bank statement show you're depositing $20,000. That's what they're going to use to qualify you for the loan. So it's a bank statement. And the thing is, what's so cool, you can use this for new homes, existing homes. I wanted to talk about tonight was construction loans. A very big thing that's taken off that's very popular is construction loans to build your house. You can actually get a construction loan to build your home with a bank statement loan. So let's say you own a piece of land. I'll give you an example. I have a customer in North Carolina. They own a lot worth $350,000, and they're building a $2 million home, and they're not having to put any money down because their land is their down payment. All that equity they have in the land is their collateral and going towards their down payment. They don't have to put any money down to build their house, so they're able to build their home with no money down using bank statements to qualify. So it's a great program. So bank statement loans are off. Jairus, good evening. There's been an uptick in rates. That's a great question, Jairus. So interest rates, that when we started the year, they started to go down. Now they've come up a little bit. The bet is by May or June the rates are going to go down. But nobody really knows for sure where rates are going to go. My bet is that they're going to be in the 5% range. I mean, but it's anybody's guess. I don't really know for sure on where interest rates are going to go. It's a great question. I would say between 5 to 6% is where I don't see how rates are going to be able to sustain 7-8%, because people aren't going to want to be buyers. The rates are going to be too high. It's just not going to make sense for people. But I think 5 to 6% is manageable. So that's one of the things I want to talk about tonight is a very hot product, that Big J West. Credit score, we go down to 620 for bank statement loans. But I mean, to get the best terms, you want a 760 or higher. But we'll go down to a 620 for bank statement loans. So it just depends on where you're at. But technically, we'll go down to a 620 credit score. But yeah, self-employed construction loan is a very hot program. You can build your dream home. Lowest score conventional is 620. Is the lowest score for conventional. But anyway, talking about if you want to build your dream home, you can use self-employed construction loan. No tax returns needed, just using your bank statements to qualify. Michael, does the construction loan and down payment work with existing mortgage and using available equity? Well, when you say, Michael, existing mortgage, is it a land loan or what is it? Because if you have equity in your lot and your land loan, you can use that towards building your house. So if you got equity in your land, you can use that towards building your home. I don't know if that answers your question, but yeah, if you have equity in your land, you can use that towards building your house. So, like for example, if the land's worth $100,000, you owe $40,000, you have $60,000 in equity. That $60,000 in equity can be applied towards building your home, and we'll go up to $1 million with only 5% equity. And you can use that land equity to cover your down payment and closing costs. So it's a very strong program. Minimum credit score, Jairus, for conventional 620. I will say that I'd like to see a 700 plus credit score though. Yes, really, Juan. Yeah. Yeah. So, so that's that on Big J. So is the construction loan similar to a line of credit? No. Construction loan and a line of credit, they're not similar. No. A construction loan is used to build your house, right? On a draw schedule, and there's a builder involved. They release the draws to the builder. A line of credit is completely different, and that's when the house is completed. So a line of credit's like a credit card, right? So you borrow from it, you pay the interest from how much you borrow, you pay it back. You only pay the amount of interest from what you borrow. It's on an existing home, whether it's your primary residence or investment property, not for construction. So, Michael, one property has an habitable home, no mortgage. My current home is small but has equity. Okay. Well, we can work with you if you need funding. We just got to go through it to see what you got so we can figure it out. So, yeah, just call or text us, 832-431-6331. We'll go through it to come up with a plan to help you. We're nationwide commercial residential. We do private loans, construction loans, land loans, HELOCs, everything FHA, conventional. So definitely looking forward to helping you out to make it happen. Reach out to us. We can go through a few different options for you. So we just got to talk through it to come up with a game plan to help you out. I mean, there's so many different loan programs out there to help people. It's really unbelievable, all the different products that are out there. So it's just a matter of going through the process to figure it out. Well, Juan, when you say mixed land use, what exactly is it that you're trying to build? Oh, you're welcome, Carter. Thank you. Appreciate you for watching the show and the channel. Juan, so when you say you want to do a mixed use, like, is it as soon as you add a commercial component, if it's a commercial like retail strip, it can be done, but it adds more complication to it. So it's a lot easier to get residential properties built. The commercial is fine, but you add more layers of risk to it. So what is it that you're trying to build? Yeah, that's going to be an RV park. Thank you. Please reach out to us, Michael. And also, don't forget, leave us a 5-star review on Google. We'll hook you up with a free Amazon gift card. If you go to Angelo Christian Mortgage, if you leave us a 5-star review on Google, we'll hook you up with a free Amazon gift card. Thank you, Mr. Bigglesworth. I appreciate you watching the show and the channel. You've always been a great subscriber. Hey, Jairus. I'm turning to new construction. Oh, perfect. Yes, you can finance the closing costs into the loan, Jairus. You sure can. Just let your lender know you want to put the closing costs in there. You definitely can. Absolutely. You can roll the closing cost in. That's not a problem. What was the other question you guys had? Multifamily, you can. Jairus, you can go up to $1 million, only 5% down in construction. Multifamily, you can go up to 2 units on the construction loan. As soon as you go over 2 units, it goes into like a commercial loan. You have to put 30% down. But if you do up to 2 units, it's only 5% down up to $1 million. So I'd recommend doing 2 units or less. So I hope that helps answer your question. I did want to talk about land loans a little bit tonight. We do land loans too. You can do land loans either full doc or no doc with bank statements. You go up to 50 acres. If you're looking to get a land loan to purchase your property, the only 20% down will make a land loan to you. Up to 50 acres, guys. A 30-year loan. Interest rates are like around 8%, so it's a great product. If you want to buy land, hold on to that land, maybe build on it later. I had a customer, he bought land a year ago for like $600,000, put 20% down. Now he's building his house on their $1 million home, and the property, the land is worth $750,000. He used all that land equity to cover his down payment. He's building his new home with no money down. And he bought this land a year ago. So you can buy the land, sit on it. Oh, you appreciate the Carter. Thank you, Mr. Bigglesworth. So, you know, you can, if you want to get a land loan, we specialize in land loans too. A monthly payment on what, Juan? What are we talking about? How much is the loan for? Tell me about the loan amount. So land loans are very hot. We talked about construction loans. The other thing is so those are very hot products. Another thing that's really hot is HELOCs. Oh, the construction loan? So that construction loan, if you finance, let's just say, so, and I have a rule that anytime for every $100,000 you finance, the payment's going to be $800 a month. So if you finance, you know, $500,000, expect your payment to be about $4,000 a month for the mortgage, the property taxes, and insurance. So every $100,000 that you finance, the payment's going to be about $800 a month. So keep that in mind. So, I don't know if that answers your question, Juan. For a $600,000 loan, you'd probably be spending about $4,800 a month for the mortgage, the taxes, and the insurance. $4,800. Okay? Yeah, but if you finance a $200,000 home, the payment would be about $1,600. So it just depends on how much you're going to be financing. Okay? So the other thing I want to talk about is non-QM loans, non-qualified mortgage. Hey, good evening, Kevin. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you watching the show and the channel. Line of credit, my favorite loan program. You can get a line of credit on your primary residence, secondary home investment property, first lien, second lien. You can go up to $500,000, sometimes $1 million line of credit. So, wonderful program to help you. And again, line of credit, why is it so powerful? Because you're only paying interest when you draw from the loan. It's not like a mortgage. So if you take out a mortgage for $500,000, you got to start paying interest on that as soon as you draw from it. But a line of credit requirement, I'll tell you about that, Jay, in a minute. So line of credit, you got to start paying on that only when you draw from it. So if you have a $500,000 credit line, but you only take $10,000 from it, you only pay $10,000 on what you've drawn, and you can always pay it back. But on a mortgage, you have to start repaying on that right away. So there's a big difference. So I prefer a line of credit. We can do it on investment properties, primary, secondary homes. We can do full doc loans, bank statement loans, self-employed. So a lot of different options that we can do. So just keep that in mind. On the construction loans, what are the requirements? You got to have at least a 700 credit score, maximum debt ratio 40%, 6 months of reserves, verification of income for the last 2 years, no bankruptcy or foreclosure in the last 4 years. You know, you have to have an overall good, situation. Good credit. good income. Minimum construction loan is $300,000. We'll go up to $2 million. You can use it for a primary home, secondary home, up to 2 units. Your land's your down payment. So those are the main requirements. Okay. I hope that answers the question for you. Lastly, what I want to talk about is we talked about non-QM loans. You can use a non-QM loan to purchase your home, investment property, secondary home, using no docs, just using your bank statements or no income check to accumulate, real estate assets. So it's not like, traditional lending where you have to go through with your tax returns, W-2s, and pay stubs. You can do a no documentation loan. So a great product to help you to acquire more properties. And a lot of people out there, they want to get more rental properties for Airbnb, short-term rentals, or fix and flip. Non-QM is a great way to go because you can purchase more properties and they don't check your personal income. It's more asset-based lending, underwriting off the property. So non-QM loans are a wonderful product. They can also help you to purchase properties, for your primary residence. You're welcome, Jay West. Appreciate you for watching the show on the channel. We have a lot of great content on our YouTube channel. I encourage you guys to check that out. Angelo Christian Mortgage, or on our Instagram, Angelo Christian, or Facebook. You go to our website, Official Angelo Christian. Call or text our office, 832-431-6331. We're here to help you and serve. We've been lending in America for the last 20 years, helping thousands of people, all different types of programs, just trying to get stuff solved. That's why we're here. So appreciate all of you guys watching the show and the channel. So those are the main things I want to talk about tonight. I think this year is going to be better than 2022. There'll be more opportunities, better price, lower prices. Rates are a little bit lower. Hopefully rates stay down. We're here to help you if any way we can with, does a cash out refinance make sense right now? It can, yeah, Jay. It depends on what your plan is. What is your plan to do with the cash? How much do you owe? What's the value? What's your strategy? If you got a good plan, it can make a lot of sense. Absolutely. As long as you're not going to waste the money, you got a good plan. Like for example, you go buy a few rental properties, it can make a lot of sense. The other thing is, how much equity you have. What's your plan to do with that money? If you got a good plan, it can make a lot of sense. For example, let's say you took $500,000 of cash out and you could turn that into $2 million over the next 3 years. That's a good idea. Not everybody can do that though. So it just depends on what, Michael, I love the videos and your passion to want to make people's home loans become possible. Yeah, that's what we do, Mike. We try to come up with solutions, because, we are, we try to be, positively optimistic. Down payment on rental property starts with 15% down. So the thing is, Mike, sadly, a lot of people in the world are very negative. They're very pessimistic. They're down. Okay. Yeah, Jay, you got good equity in there. We probably look at doing a deal for you. Call or text us so we can look at it. We want to be more, upbeat, solution-oriented, optimistic, and try to figure it out. Because we believe that there's always a way to get something done. And through your effort, through your will you figure out how to make it happen. It doesn't mean that there's a magic bullet, but effort goes a long way. And if somebody really cares, then it can really make all the difference. And that's the bottom line. That you have a lot of companies that, if you're not a slam dunk or a layup, they don't want to deal with you. And we don't mind taking on the effort to come up with a game plan to help you. It doesn't mean we can help everybody, because we can't. We can't help everybody. Some people have very complex situations, and we can't, but we try. So it doesn't cost you anything. We don't charge any upfront fees. There's no contracts. You don't put any money up front, but at least we try to figure it out for you. But we have access to the best loan programs, the best rates, and so in the end we'll figure out a great strategy, a great solution for you, and that's the bottom line. So we're not for everybody, but I hope that our message rings clear to you, and that it's something that you're interested in. If you are, reach out to us. We want to be here to help you out. We're not perfect. We make mistakes. We're human. We got families. We got lives. But we really do try to push to make it happen. And I really think that we're a lot different than other mortgage companies. A lot of mortgage companies don't do what we do. So, a lot of lenders don't offer nationwide commercial, residential private lending, but we do. So, and we try to really come up with all the, opportunities to figure out how to make it happen, how to help you. But I don't want you to think that we're perfect. We make mistakes, but we do really try. We care. So, and it's reflected. We've been in business now for 20 years. Okay, we've helped thousands of people. We have over last year, I think 3 million hours viewed on our YouTube channel. People aren't going to watch that if it's bullshit. We are, the proof is in the pudding. We come on, we do these shows, we educate, we empower, because we care. We want to make a difference. So I hope that matters to you guys, and it's important. It's important to me to be the real thing and not mess around and screw around, and deliver and make things happen. So if that's important to you, then give us a call, because we're here to help you to get it done. So I'm not going to tell you we can figure out every situation, because we can't. But if we can't get it done, no one else can. I'll tell you that. I do believe that for sure. So I appreciate all of you guys watching the show and the channel. Please stay tuned. Next week we'll be back next Thursday. Talk with Angelo. Call or text us 832-431-6331. Check out all the YouTube videos. Remember, don't forget to give us a 5-star review on Amazon, Google. We'll give you an Amazon gift card. If you leave us a 5-star review on Google, we'll give you a free Amazon gift card. You can Angelo Christian Mortgage. We appreciate you, Mike. Thank you, man. So we'll see you guys next week. Take care. Be strong. Make the most of yourself. Take care of your families. Do all that you can. Push it to the limit. And we'll be back again next week. Take care and peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.